I'll give you a countdown. 5, 1 and 2. Just 1, 2. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're in.
Welcome again to South Carolina, the site of today's contest between the Virginia Tech Hokies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Harvey alongside Jarvis. We're in for a good one today. Number 1, Virginia Tech on a run, 9-1 on the season. Just beating Clemson last night, 20-11. They're scoring a lot on offense. Hard to slow them down. The Gamecocks have the answer today.
Yeah, it's a good team that has really stout defense. So the Gamecocks are going to have to make sure they take good opportunity shots today. Can't waste any opportunity to have. Got to be able to pass and catch. That's going to be the focus point today. Windy day out, so maybe something to get away from some of these players, but we'll find out soon.
Conditions very similar to the first game we had broadcasted here in Columbia, except for the only difference is
the sun's out today. So you got a little bit of sun. It's still pretty cold, still pretty windy, so definitely could play a factor in today's contest. But for the Gamecocks, coming off of a road trip out in California, going all the way out west, an unfortunate road trip for the Gamecocks to go 0-3 throughout the week on their spring break road trip out west. And you know, this week you're coming up against number 1, your first game back after going 0-3 on the road. You get a long stretch of home games here before you have to go to Georgia. But again, just a very good Virginia Tech team that's coming in after a big victory last night over another ALC opponent, and now you're looking at the possibility of possibly knocking off the number 1 team, much like you were at the beginning of the season, right? Now you're in the role of the underdog who's trying to knock off the top team. Can they do it?
Yeah, I think absolutely they can. They just need to make sure they're not discouraged. This is a very good Virginia Tech team. They've lost a few games in the past, but I think every one of these players knows and thinks that they can knock this number 1 off.
Well, and I think the biggest thing today, right, is, and you kind of mentioned it too, Cole, but they got to use the shot clock well. I mean, the Gamecocks have had somewhat of a recurring issue where they seem to hold that ball for the extent of the shot clock, and if that's the case, then they're either that or they're missing some passes, turning the ball over in possession on offense, making that defense work a lot harder than they need to. I actually had the chance to talk to Teddy Russell over the weekend, and one thing that he mentioned was, you know, I think we're in there with every single team. Once we start getting those goals rolling, once we can open the floodgates on the offense, the defense is going to have a much less of a task to uphold. And they've played well. I mean, they've kept all these games within 2-3 goals of some of their toughest opponents so far. And I think for me is, you know, if you're looking at a South Carolina team who's not playing their best right now, Peter Candela said that a couple weeks ago during one of the practices that I was at. But he also said once they're at their full potential, I mean, they're going to be hanging with any top team in the MCLA.
Right, and if the Gamecocks start playing complementary lacrosse, offense complementing the defense, defense complementing the offense, then they'll have nothing to worry about. We just got to hope they can figure it out here.
We're just about set for the opening face-off between the Gamecocks and the Virginia Tech Hokies. We're going to take a short break, come right back for the start of this one here in Columbia. The goalies have met at the midline, headed to their respective nets. We're just about set for the opening faceoff. Number 1, Virginia Tech, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Set to go here in Columbia. A big one on hand. Cole and I have it ready to cover for you. Waiting on that opening faceoff. Clocks are set. Early start. Will Frith will get possession, and the Gamecocks will start things off here on the attack early. Carson Healy moved it over to Javon Johnson. Javon talked to him a little bit over the weekend as well, nursing a bit of a foot injury. Back and ready to go. Trenton Wiley with possession ran into the referee. And Max Rittenmeyer at the top of the box. Feeds one over. Matthew Clary stepping down. Pushes it behind the net. Back out to Trenton Wiley. Wiley goes back up top. Rittenmeyer one-on-one. Has a solo. Makes a move. Cuts in. Pass back for Wiley. It was misplayed. Now Virginia Tech fighting for possession. Ball is at the feet of Wiley. He didn't see it. Couple different shoves in there. Carolina with possession. Got a man down low. Needs to find him.
Great
Coleman
play.
Smith. Really good chance to recollect possession there. Making it a move from behind the net. It was Johnny Stanton. Didn't like what he saw.
Trent Wiley just saved that possession.
Whistle blows. And it's a timeout. Just about a minute into this one. Looks like the might have had a clock.
Clock issue, maybe?
That's what it looks like. Max Rittenmeyer still holding possession. The head coach, Panchito Ojeda, looked like he was trying to get in. I don't know that he was trying to get a shot clock violation, what the referees are meeting for now.
I know earlier they said that they couldn't quite see the shot clock.
Okay, so they're getting a reset on the clock ahead, right across from us. Going to have it down to 13 minutes. Okay, so just about 2 minutes gone by, actually. Maybe a minute and a half. How about that? They're still working on the time there. So I'm not going to say a time until they've stopped touching it. Okay, so yeah, just about a minute and a half into this one. Clock is running. We're back underway. Rittenmeyer over to Clary. Matthew Clary. Looking to head down the alley. Now he comes over the top. Has a look from the top of the slot. Goes down low for Johnson. Now Javon Johnson out for Wiley. Back to Rittenmeyer. Rittenmeyer looks to shoot. He scores! That hit the back of the net. They're going to call no goal. I'm almost certain that hit the back of the net. Coleman Smith is shoved over.
It might have hit the keeper's crease.
And it looks like maybe his stick hit the net when he dropped to make that save, but there was a whole celebration, and then they continued to play. So either way, now it's Matthew Clary, the big-bodied midi, down low for Johnson, or rather Stanton. Now
A lot
Coleman
of chatter.
Smith, nice move. And front looking for Johnson. Pass was intercepted on the way through. Goaltender takes possession of it.
A lot of chatter by Virginia Tech so far.
Well, a lot of chase here. Nice forecheck from Javon Johnson on the goaltender. That was William Eckert in the net. For Virginia Tech, as the Hokies push back the other way, Will Stock with possession. Stock stepping down, going through the alley, finds his way down. A nice stick
Good trail
from
check.
Charlie King.
Beautiful trail check from Charlie.
Cade Leggio is going to bring it over midline. Does it all himself. Nice job by the long stick defenseman. Now Javon Johnson with possession once more. Couple changes being made. Coming on, Michael DeLuca. DeLuca plays it over for Dan Bishop. Dan Bishop, a former Hokie himself. He's a transfer, now a grad student here at South Carolina, but back in his college playing days originally when he started off, had some time at Howard College and then went to Virginia Tech in 2016-17. A missed pass there for DeLuca. It looks like Virginia Tech will take back possession here.
Two good possessions by Virginia Tech defensively.
You got to love the move, though, by Peter Candela to get Dan Bishop some time here against his former team. The communications, they try to bring it over. Goaltender Eckert will bring it up as they try to get over midline. Goaltender will bring it all the way up himself. He's going to run through the middle. He's got an opening, looking like he's going to – he looked for a minute like he was going to take a shot. Now he has to retreat.
Usually there's somebody's got to pick him up earlier.
A little bit of a lack of communication on the Carolina side of things. From the top now, Tyler Harper had it, played it over to Alex Ashley. Brought back down low by Will Stock. From X, now Virginia Tech operating. It was Grayson Barker, one of the team captains, plays over to Aiden Smith, another captain for this Virginia Tech team. Quick turnaround shot, save made, Colm Flynn. Showing off the talent early, and an errant pass there was fielded by Tyler Harper. Now Harper back up top, has his man Stock. Heavy pressure on him from JT Irvin. Now it's brought down low, coming down the alley. Got hooked up high, stick to the face. That's going to be a penalty to Leggio. Teddy Russell made a nice stick there on Stock. Now in front, a shot, another save made by Flynn. The ball will exit play. The flag comes out. We'll see what the penalty is. Somebody's headed to the box.
Yeah, we're going to get man down here for the Gamecocks.
It's going to be Cade Leggio who's heading off. Got a stick up high around the neck area, hit the Virginia Tech attackman up in his face mask of the helmet. So pretty blatant call, but early man down for Carolina, and the Gamecocks have to make sure they respond well. Don't give one up to this Virginia Tech team. Brought in by Smith. Played it up top quickly to Tyler Harper. Now cross, looking for a shot, back to Harper. Fakes the shot, goes back the other way. A lot of pressure on Tanner Snow. Back up to Harper. Fielded initially. Tim Segilski was there. Another errant pass. Carolina will go back defensively here, but a nice play by Teddy Russell to deflect that pass out of play. Now Tyler Harper down low, can't find a shot. Now it fires an odd angle, and Colm Flynn trying to win the race, and he does.
Wow, that's a statement win right there. By
We saw him dive for possession a couple games ago against Utah Valley. He's very committed to getting there. And he wins back possession for his team, as Leggio did release from the box. It's played through the middle. Healy couldn't field it. Not a great pass from Teddy Russell. Still loose. Virginia Tech player lost a stick. It was fielded by Johnny Stanton, and the Gamecocks have possession on the offensive side of things. Flag down in front. Here's a chance for Smith. He scores! Coleman Smith and the Gamecocks strike first.
And they just capitalize in transition. They got out of their man down opportunity, got across the field, made some good passes, good ground ball. Just made the most of it.
Well,
Flag's probably going to be picked up here.
And you got to give a lot of credit to Johnny Stanton there. After all the chaos that was ensuing on the far side of the field, we saw so many different sticks involved. Stanton fields it, escapes from 3 different defenders, brings it around, and as he steps in, finds Coleman Smith right in front of the net. A beautiful opportunity, in the Gamecocks up 1 with 8.5 to go here in the first quarter.
Stan got low and picked the ball up with ease.
Yeah, there's a lot of trouble between a couple different guys trying to field that ground ball. Stanton kind of came in there just like a surgeon to get that one up.
Got himself
Take back
an assist.
possession. Frith at the dot, wins it forward, and the Gamecocks will start with possession once more. He's going to step through off the crossbar. Gamecocks will get possession. Shot clock resets. Frith is known for doing that. He's dangerous when he has room at the top of the slot. Off of those face-offs. Just about made Virginia Tech pay there. Cross for Stanton. Down low behind the net by Pat Riley. Now played up for Sansone. Back to Coleman Smith. Now Pat Riley looking to shoot off the stick of the goaltender. Reset the shot clock. The Gamecocks will take back possession. So
Still man up.
a couple good shots here too. Right, and man up for the Gamecocks. A couple good shots here too, though. You notice there's not as much movement, more so than they're looking to shoot as often as possible, and you got to love that from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, they're moving a lot off the ball. They're trying to get good open looks, and it looks like it's working so far. They've had some good shots on net. See what they can do here behind X.
Now Trenton Wiley from X out to Pat Riley. Johnny Stanton with room. He shoots. Save made.
In the crease.
And it's going to be Virginia Tech ball. The goaltender giving some words to the referee and just got him possession, but the Hokies will bring it back toward midline. Matthew Pounder will bring it over, gets it to Stock, and I really hope we got that soundbite here from the Virginia Tech player in front of us, that blind pass thrown, and Everhard just, oh God. So you know just what kind of trouble that ball was getting itself into on the way there. Virginia Tech does have possession. It's Liam Savage, top of the key, playing a little bit of give and go with Kyle Dixon. Now he'll step down low. Behind the net, now at X. Plays it to Jared Cole. Cole looking like he was going to switch. Now he's going to step forward. Couldn't settle a shot. Nice defensive play by Tim Cegilski. What a play. That's a great stick check by the defender. And Cegilski will bring it up. The Gamecocks with another great defensive possession. Here comes Connor Balcom in transition. Has room. Steps it in. Gets it to Riley. Fakes the shot from the near side. Now up top, Charlie King misplayed that pass. He'll field the ground ball, however. The Gamecocks will get it once more. Pat Riley. Changes being made to the Gamecocks' offensive look. Now Pat Riley plays it down low, has Johnny Stanton.
Another successful transition by the Gamecocks.
Yeah, really well executed there. Now Donnie Ryan plays one out. Has a man, Luke Tilden. Now Donnie. Donnie Ryan stepping toward the alley. Couldn't find any room. Back out to Pat Riley at the top of the box. They're in, looking for an opportunity here. Riley couldn't settle it. Off the pass from Carswell. Now Pat Riley, a couple different guys in on him. Still has possession for the time being. Now a loose ground ball, fielded by the defense. It's Gianelli.
Yeah, Virginia Tech just swarmed Riley there as soon as they got him hung up.
He got himself into a dangerous area there. He had two guys on him initially, and then that entire Virginia Tech defense swarmed him. Man couldn't field the ball. South Carolina looking like they're going to get possession back here. Tilden fields it, lost it on a check. Now Virginia Tech. Big hit from Cade Leggio. He lays a man out. And we got the rough stuff going now. The Gamecocks take back possession. That's an active sideline.
Loud.
And Johnny Stanton steps in transition for the offense. Cade Leggio absolutely laid his man out. And he's getting up slowly. That's Stock who hit the ground, and he is hearing it from that South Carolina sideline. Now Rittenmeyer for the offense, over to Tilden. Donnie Ryan. Looking for a move here. Couldn't find it, lost possession at the ground. That loose ground ball, Virginia Tech misses two opportunities there for a wide open ground ball. Ball is still loose on the ground. Tilden comes in. He slashes a defensive stick. Virginia Tech will get possession. Played forward by Ryan Gaffney. He's going to bring it over midline. Tries to get to the restrainer. Now Aiden Smith up top. That is man there. It was Alex Ashley. Now coming down the alley on the far side, back up to the top. On the near side, now around the net, looking for a turnaround shot. They score. Virginia Tech responds. It's Jared Cole from the near side of the net.
Yeah, it was a bad rotation. We had a man coming off the sideline, and it forced everybody else to rotate one, and then found somebody on the doorstep. No man.
Yeah, quick turnaround shot. Beats Colm Flynn on the near side. We've got a tie game. 3:56 still going this first quarter. 1-1 the score. And I'll tell you, pretty good game so far. It's got that physical aspect. It's got everything you want in a good lacrosse game. As this South Carolina team once again trying to take down number 1 Virginia Tech. Face-off was won by the Gamecocks. It's Connor Balcom. Bring it towards the restrainer. A big-time pick from Javon Johnson. He got leveled by the defender. He sat there for a minute. Now he's back up on his feet. Big-time hit. And like I said, this game quickly getting physical between two longtime foes in the MCLA. Virginia Tech and South Carolina always have some pretty good games when they meet. This one's shaping up to be one of those. It's Johnson stepping down low. Couldn't find a shot. Goes to X. Johnny Stanton there for it. Brought up top. Rittenmeyer tries to make a move. Lost an edge. Still has a man on him. Kept possession. Back out for Trenton Wiley now. Wiley looking to make a move. Steps down low. Has a chance here. Tries to go to X. The goaltender intercepted the pass on the way. And Virginia Tech will take back possession.
Carolina needs to find their spacing. That possession was really, really clustered.
Johnny Stanton. Yeah, okay. Another active soundbite. We're sorry if that one hit the microphones. It's brought in now on the near side. Toward the net. Nice from Teddy Russell. Quick shot. Save made Flynn.
Stuffed.
Point blank. The goaltender shuts him down. That was nicely done. Now Leggio plays it across for Tim Segilski. Colm Flynn has possession. Gamecocks need to move it. Tethers a pass forward to Charlie King. He'll bring it over midline and has a chance here. Looking for the shot. He'll rip that one wide.
Yeah, and you take those because you know if you miss, you got the two people backing you up. But in transition, you know, I'd like to see them settle down and settle for a better shot than that.
That's fair, but I'll be honest. I didn't hate that shot from Charlie King. He had plenty of time to settle it. Is the biggest thing, right? It wasn't like he was just rushing into it. He had time, settled the ball, had a really good look, but it goes wide of the net. But the Gamecocks with possession. Johnny Stanton behind the net. Goes over to Trenton Wiley on the far side. Wiley steps through, has a nice move, cuts toward the net, back to Stanton, now Johnson. Javon Johnson tries to turn around, lost possession of it. Virginia Tech takes possession. It's Walker Everhart. Plays it across to his defensive partner. Virginia Tech able to bring it over midline. Max Rittenmeyer giving the heavy chase on Bobby Savage. It looked like Virginia Tech stepped out of bounds, and the Gamecocks will take back possession over the Hokies. So now Gamecocks forcing some errors out of Virginia Tech in what I would deem a pretty sloppy first quarter for the #1 team. Tim Segilski's pass did make it to Teddy Russell. Close to being an interception there. Now Trenton Wiley from the top will set this up. Javon Johnson lost possession of it for a moment. Ground ball not fielded by Wiley. He lost possession. His stick got caught up with a Virginia Tech player. Now Javon Johnson trying to get it back. He was on the ground. Looks like the Hokies are going to bring it back the other way. A bad pass that wasn't handled by Johnson. Now it's going to be Luke Tilden on Sam Jones here. Jones tries to cut and make a move. It'll be settled on the far side by Zach Taylor. And the Hokies have possession behind the net. On the near side, looking to make a move was Aiden Smith. Sent it back down low. Now he holds on to possession. Plays one out for Tyler Crooks. Back up top, Liam Savage played one over to Kyle Dixon. Dixon couldn't make a move. Goes back out to Savage. Now on the near side, Tyler Crooks once again takes a shot up high. Misses the net.
Now Virginia Tech can settle into their offense probably. Some didn't look right there.
Yeah, they definitely looked a little bit more jumbled during that little bit of possession they had. Trying to make a cut toward the net. Heavy pressure from Teddy Russell. Ball's loose. And like a surgeon, like we said before, just unbelievable stick work from the defenseman, Teddy Russell. He misses that pass, however, trying to get over midline. Virginia Tech will take back possession on the far side. Now down low, right in front. The save made by Colm Flynn and the heroics from the Carolina goaltender. Cade Leggio had possession. Looked like maybe they were calling a push.
Yeah, push from behind.
So Virginia Tech restarts this possession. What a save by Colm Flynn, though. Give him a lot of credit. It was a point-blank chance for Aiden Smith, and he got shut down right at the doorstep. That one hits the side of the net. A lot of communication as well from Colton Flynn here, something that we talked about at that Utah Valley game back here at home that wanted to hear a little bit more out of him. There's a shot that goes wide.
Certainly paying off because the defense is playing much, much better. He's getting some help.
They are locked down right now, this South Carolina defense. Run behind the net. Turnaround shot once again. Jared Cole trying to find a similar opportunity as he did before. Colton Flynn has possession. He throws a blind pass over the midline, has Jake McQuaid. And it was played out by Virginia Tech. It'll be white ball.
Yeah, he smacked it right out. It was pretty good defensive play, to be honest. Look at the ball back.
Oh, yeah,
there.
really, really good defensive play. McQuaid will re-enter here with the ball and South Carolina's possession here. Harry Carswell played it over to Kevin Sansone, now behind the net. Played quickly over to Jake McQuaid. Carswell back to McQuaid, now behind the net for Stanton. Johnny Stanton looking like he wants to make a move here.
Some
Comes up
two-man
top.
game. He's going to get a dodge in here right now.
He's got his man isolated, so here he comes. Johnny Stanton. We've seen him score like this before. His stick got tied up that time. He has to retreat back to the far side. He's going to try again. Stanton, quick shot, bounces up and into the stick. Nice save from the goaltender. And Eckert makes that clear for Virginia Tech, and the Hokies come back the other way. Quick shot from the long stick. Mitty who brought it over. We're through one quarter of play, 15 minutes gone by. And I'll tell you what, Cole, we got quite the game here after just 15 minutes.
Both these teams are playing extremely tough to each other. I'm interested to see which team could push the pace first and really, branch out a lead in this one. There's a lot of talking going on. Both sidelines are getting loud. There's been some hits. I'm interested to see which team puts their foot on the gas. I mean, they're both moving really well offensively. Both teams are getting some good looks, but defensively, they're lights out.
Yeah, definitely some great play both ways. The Gamecocks, I would say, had some more quality chances in that first quarter. Virginia Tech, pretty much, in my opinion, they've had a couple good opportunities, but Colton Flynn has shut them down at the doorstep 2 or 3 times now, and the defense itself steadily forcing ground balls and caused turnovers out of this Virginia Tech team. 1-1 the score after 15 minutes. And like I said before, we are in for a good one here, the #1 Hokies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Once again, Cole Jarvis alongside Nick Harvey. We appreciate you tuning in to this production here today, presented by SGTV and the South Carolina lacrosse team. Gamecocks trying to get their season back on the right track. 1-7, 0-1 in the SELC so far. A lot of divisional play coming up. The Boston College game that was slated for March 24th was canceled. But 2 divisional opponents coming in next weekend, Alabama and Vanderbilt, Saturday and Sunday, both 2 o'clock start times, versus what I would deem very much achievable games in divisional play for the Gamecocks.
Especially watching them play here today. I mean, it's clear that these guys could play with the #1 ranked team in the nation so far. So those next few games, they should be challenges that they can face.
Will Frith back at the faceoff dot. 15 minutes on the clock. Second quarter about to get underway. An early start. Will Frith will get possession for the Gamecocks. Brings it over midline now. Carson Healy with possession. Max Rittenmeyer out to Trenton Wiley. Wiley down to Pat Riley. The Riley-Wiley connection. Back up to Trenton Wiley. At the top, plays it over to Matthew Clary. Now Max Rittenmeyer. Some moves toward the slot. Couldn't find anything. Now Pat Riley with plenty of time. Save made by Eckert. Carolina retakes possession, and the shot clock will reset as well. Johnny Stanton out to Pat Riley.
Pat Riley with a low to high rip from about 20 feet out.
That's his area for sure. Here's Max Rittenmeyer cutting towards the net. Has a shot. Bounced up off the stick of the goaltender. Loose ball was fielded by the Virginia Tech defense. Nicely done on that ground, on that loose ball for the Hokies. Pass over midline, gets to the long stick. Now brought up by Sudler. Quick shot from the top. Goes down low and misses wide. Colm Flynn was there for it, but Aiden Smith had plenty of time at the top of the slot to take that one.
Yeah, that was dangerous. Goalie put that ball right where it needed to be. And
there's a turnaround chance, and once again,
yeah,
it's Jared Cole. Same area, same exact shot.
And again, it was the subs. The subs have cost Carolina 2 goals today, in my opinion.
Well, it's cost them both of the goals, 2-1 in favor of the Hokies. Now Carolina looking to respond here. Frith will get back at the dot, and again, just a point-blank chance. Turnaround shot wide open was Jared Cole, and it's 2-1 Hokies. It's almost like one of those cheat codes that you see in video games. A guy goes to the same area and scores the same goal. There's Frith. Pat Riley, quick shot over the net. Tried to challenge Eckert, who has been solid to this point. The Virginia Tech goalie made a couple big saves as well. We talked a lot about Colm Flynn at the end of that first quarter, but it's also right in the hands of Will Eckert, the Virginia Tech goalie, who has done a really good job at shutting down this Carolina offense.
He has.
It's going to be Rittenmeyer from the top. Going down low, has a room through the alley, tries the bounce shot. Didn't have a lot behind it. Eckert able to field that one. Virginia Tech will take back possession. Moves through midline. Quick transition to the other side for Everhart. And as they switch sides, now to be brought all the way towards the net by Sam Jones. A shot save made Flynn. Loose ball. And that ground ball fielded initially by Virginia Tech, but a mishandle. Charlie King has it for the Gamecocks, and he'll bring it the other way. Now Pat Riley down low in front, trying one from around the net. Coleman Smith couldn't get the shot away. Now Johnny Stanton on the near side.
All right, they're going to get their subs here. Hey, Colm Flynn off the face masks.
Some really good stuff from the Carolina goaltenders. Trenton Wiley comes back on for the attack.
See what we set up in here.
Has Carswell with him. Played across to DeLuca. DeLuca down the far side, alley. Plays it to Coleman Smith. Now back up top for Carswell. Carswell stutter steps, makes a move, gets down low. He has some room, tries a shot. Save made by Eckert. Loose ground ball right in the crease. Stanton couldn't field it. He would have been wide open for the shot there. That looked like a push. Flag is down.
Yep.
Virginia Tech
Push with possession.
will go man down. The Gamecocks with a big opportunity to respond here. Still 11:55 to go in the second quarter. It's going to be South Carolina man up on the hit that Stanton just faced.
See Coach Candela and Pat Riley having a conversation over there on the sideline. Wonder if they're going to talk about scheme here on this man up.
That's what I was thinking. It was probably going to be here. You know, Pat Riley, one of the quarterbacks of this man up unit. And it'll be Coleman Smith. Pat Riley. Back to Javon Johnson. Now Riley once more. Brought up top. Stanton had some room. Played it to Carswell. Now back down. In front. Loose ball that Pat Riley couldn't handle. Javon Johnson makes a nice move to get the ground ball. Goaltender will regain possession, however, for Virginia Tech. As their man is about to release. A long ball. Leggio couldn't find it. Virginia Tech has possession. They call a timeout. With 11:16 to go, Virginia Tech will get possession when we come back here.
Man, you gotta wish if you were South Carolina to capitalize on that man up. They still have it, but Virginia Tech possession in their own area. I'm not so sure.
It'll be interesting to see what we get from the Gamecocks. They're going to have to try to get possession back as quickly as possible to stay man up and have an opportunity here. But
well, they're going to come out and double the ball probably right away. So hopefully they can force a turnover and get out in transition while they still have time on this man up.
Virginia Tech called the timeout. Try to work out a game plan here coming back with possession. Still a man down. Referees checking some of the sticks during this timeout. Got to make sure those pockets aren't too deep. Meeting's coming to an end. Looks like the Gamecocks will hit the field first coming out of this timeout. They'll do one more big group meeting.
Uh-oh, here we go. Flag just dropped.
Well, interesting to see what just happened. Oh, there you go. And it is an illegal stick. So it looks like we're going to be evened out here. Trenton Wiley, the culprit. So now Carolina will be a man down. Well, again, we'll be even here to come out of this timeout, and then Virginia Tech will have a fairly limited man-up opportunity. But the good thing is they have possession. If you're the Hokies, this is exactly what you want.
Yeah, they caught a break for sure. I want to see what they do to Wiley's stick, because if he can't use that one, if he can't go with that stick, they're going to have to figure something out.
He's going to have to take somebody's off the sideline.
Yeah, they can't lose him.
All right, so it's Virginia Tech out of the timeout with possession. Tyler Harper at the top here. Plays one across to the far side. And the referee has to get a shot clock reset.
Virginia is man up now. Their penalty did release.
So now it's the Hokies with the advantage here. Pass across, no shot initially. Brought around the near side. And now a shot from up top. Echoed wide was Harper's attempt there. Now James Stewart was the one who fed him that pass. From behind the net, Virginia Tech. Aiden Smith plays one up top. Here's another shot. Said chance and shot at the same time there. Quick turnaround attempt was on the way. Now in the crease, save made by Flynn. He gets the cover in the crease. Holy cow, how do you make that stop?
That was an acrobatic save. He went all the way back to try and get the ball.
He was knelt down and hit him in the inner thigh there.
They're man down here, so they're going to have to be careful with this clear.
Looks like they might be getting ready to release. Played a long ways away and turned over and hit the came as the pass was sent out. Virginia Tech has a good opportunity to capitalize here. It's Smith. Plays it up top for Brendan Ford.
An even play is restored.
We're back full strength both ways. Alex Ashley now with possession on the pass from Sam Jones. Rather Tyler Harper. Now on the far side, DeLuca matches up with Cole. He has some room. Initially, he took the shot. It was up high over the top of the net.
It was a really good move by Cole. He had swept all the way to the front side, got a good shot off.
From behind the net, Aiden Smith. Checked hard by Teddy Russell. Russell gets the ball out. That's another forced turnover from the junior defenseman. He's been excellent today. Colm Flynn has a man upfield. It's Charlie King who will bring it over the midline. He's going to step forward, makes a nice move, lost possession. Loose ground ball. It'll be Virginia Tech once again. King throws a late slash, caught his man in the chest. It was Stock, who is back in this game. We saw him take an early hit from Cade Leggio, and he was off the field for quite a while. We see him back here now. He's going to go right back to the sidelines, however. Move from up top. Now coming down the alley on the near side. Couldn't find a shot. And another quick opportunity for Virginia Tech. That whistles wide of the net. And the Hokies with some persistent offensive zone pressure here on the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and they're getting good looks. Gamecocks need to make sure they communicate and slide a little bit earlier if they're going to get this turnover here. I know they want to get out of this possession.
Quick shot, they score. Wanted to get out of the possession and not the way they wanted to exit that one. Jared Cole, third goal of the game. All 3 Virginia Tech goals have come at the hands of Jared Cole.
Yeah, he swept to the right perfectly, got him his hands free, and
just enough open room to fire a good shot there. So the Gamecocks down by 2 in the second quarter here. Still 9-11 to go in the second quarter, rather 8-11. It's the struggles of having the clock on the opposite side of the field. Sometimes it's a little harder to read that time. We get another face-off coming here. It'll be Frith and Everhart. They had the long stick. Take the face-off. Frith wins that one with ease. Healy gets checked. He stays on his feet. Now to the far side. Plays it for Javon Johnson. Johnson will slide to the X. From X, plays it to Matthew Clary. Now Johnny Stanton. Up top, Carswell. Plays it across to Sansone. Now Carswell once more. They start to rotate up. Carswell will try to make a move. Now Johnson from behind the net, looking for an opportunity. Still has possession. He was checked pretty hard on the stick. Looks like his stick might be broken.
oh, something's bad. Something's bad over there.
Looks like
They're calling for the trainer immediately.
whatever kind of slash he took, not a good sign for Johnson. Everybody's taking a knee here, and we'll take a break from commentary until they get this sorted out. So it looks like Javon Johnson, now on the sidelines, has a swarm of Gamecocks around him. Took a nasty stick check, it looked like. And we saw him kind of examining what had happened as he headed to the sideline, and he finally hit the ground right before he got there. And whatever the reaction was from that Carolina sideline, it was not a pretty injury, but it looks like he's off to the side, and he's going to stay there for the time being. Interested to see how that all gets sorted out. Kevin Sansone steps down, has a shot for the far side. Carolina will regain possession. Johnny Stanton will start things off. Johnny Stanton stepping up.
Little two-man game here. I can see them capitalize off of that for one of these goals.
Stanton behind the net. We had a whistle blown. 6:51 to go in the half. Gamecocks down by 2. It'll be Johnny Stanton after that pause. Looked like another clock issue possibly. I'm not sure, but it's Matthew Clary. Fires.
Interesting. I don't know what that was.
Well, I think the shot clock was about to expire.
Oh, yeah. See, I didn't.
I think he was just trying to push that ball as far away as he could. So Virginia Tech will take back possession. And the Hokies get over midline. You can see the communication here, trying not to get the offside. But Johnny Stanton was frustrated, something to do with the referee. I know he was talking to him specifically after that turnover of possession.
Yeah, the refs in this clock have not been on the same page so far, so I think every time the whistle goes dead for a clock issue, it spoils that possession itself.
Here comes Jared Cole again from behind the net. Tim Skilsky defending him. Back up top to Liam Savage. He'll come down the alley on the far side. Healy giving heavy check to him. Now Cole once again coming around looking for that shot. We know what he likes. There it is. He scores. 4th of the game for Jared Cole. Similar situation for the Gamecocks. He turns and shoots from that far side.
Yeah, he turned around, he faked like he was switching hands, and then just planted his foot in the ground, turned back around, up and over. That was a really good shot by Jared Cole.
They just had a full team celebration on the sideline. They taking golf swings. They're having fun over on that Virginia Tech side. The Gamecocks need to try to slow that down, quiet this Virginia Tech team. Because right now they're the ones that have been silenced here in the second quarter. Face off was won by Frith. Fielded by Balcom, but he was checked off of it. Big scrum. Virginia Tech will take possession. Leggio on him. Brought up by Aiden Smith. Substitutions happening. Jared Cole feeds one behind the net. Nice pass in front with some room. Still no shot from Smith. And that turnaround opportunity goes wide. Not the greatest shot selection. Looking like he was trying to emulate what his teammate's been doing, Jared Cole. Now back up top, Stock there. Plays it to Harper. Back to Stock, the give and go feed. The attackman makes a nice move to get around Balcom initially. Now on the near side. Here's a little bit of room. That shot whistled wide from Ashley.
These Virginia Tech players are testing out moves right before they pass it. They want to see if they can get a leg up on their defenseman, see if they can get past.
Here's another turnaround shot from Cole. That one defended well. Aiden Smith will take back possession for the Hokies. Now he's looking for an opportunity around the net. These wraparounds have worked well so far for the Hokies. Now stepping down with some room in Stock. Feeds one into the middle. Not a great pass. Leggio took possession for the Gamecocks, and they'll get a chance to escape from their defensive end for the first time in what feels like forever. And they'll make it across. DeLuca with a nice feed from Colm Flynn.
Dot.
Now Johnny Stanton on the near side.
What a pass by Colm.
Max Rittenmeyer there at the top. Plays it over to Sansone. Now they'll try to speed up this offensive possession a little more. Pat Riley. They got an extra man. That was a really nice heads-up play from DeLuca. He tries an awkward shot. Now Pat Riley with a ton of room, and he scores. Pat Riley continues his scoring ways. The team leader in points this season.
Taking a page out of the Virginia Tech playbook there. They caught him with their pants down. They caught him in transition, trying to get guys on the field, and they capitalized. They gotta settle in. If they settle in here, they can keep this game close going into half. They'll see some good results.
Riley's 21st of the season, 26 points on the year, team leader in goals and points. And the Gamecocks with the response. 3:59 to go in the second quarter, just before the half. Frith won it forward, but it went off his foot and he lost it. And they're telling the South Carolina attack to stay on the pressure here. It's going to be brought right towards the midline in front of our camera. Virginia Tech will get a chance to set up an offense once more. Tyler Crooks Plays it across for Kyle Dixon at the top. Now on the far side, right back to Liam Savage. On the near side, hitting the alley hard is Virginia Tech. Couldn't find what he wanted. Did Crooks. So it's back to the far side for the Hokies. Aiden Smith tried to feed one over the middle. That's going to be a turnover. And once again, South Carolina capitalized here with an opportunity on a Virginia Tech mistake. Tim Segilski will take possession of it. Plays it to his goaltender, Colm Flynn. Feeds it back to Segilski. Now back to Flynn. The give and go going to work. There's a flag down. Teddy Russell looking for an opportunity here. Plays one, a fast pass. Johnny Stanton really nicely fielded by the attackman. Carolina will go man up here, pending a goal or a whistle blown off of a possession change. It's going to be Johnny Stanton.
And Virginia Tech's going to have an extra defender here while this flag is down because, you know, they already have the flag. So I'm interested to see what kind of pressure they put on here. I'm surprised they're not doing it already.
Rittenmeyer played it to DeLuca. He steps into the alley, throws a big check.
Now he's getting doubled.
He got doubled. Plays it up top for Pat Riley. Now Riley looking to make a move. He has a ton of power in that shot. Instead he goes to Johnny Stanton on the near side. Stanton. I think he almost got checked up in the face mask region. There is another flag down.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if that's for the hit on Stanton, but it looks like Virginia Tech. And another flag thrown. 3 flags down on Virginia Tech. Javon Johnson, one of the more active voices on the sideline there. Good to see him getting involved. He seems to be doing a lot better. You can see some miniature celebrations coming from that South Carolina sideline. We saw the goalies who were jumbled over together on the far side. Just a couple little arm pumps from Alex Petrish. Looked like Luke Cosentino got a couple in there as well. It's going to be...
Is it 3 men down? I can't tell if it's 3 or...
It looks like there's a third man headed to the box, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's 3 men down, so...
The Gamecocks with a huge opportunity here. Just about 1:50 left in the half. They're man up for a good extended period of time, and 3 men in the box. So this is a good opportunity to open the floodgates here if you're the Gamecocks.
Yeah, once this whistle blows here, I think you're going to see a mad scramble to try and slide over from Virginia Tech. South Carolina's going to have to make one skip maybe and put one in the net.
Trenton Wiley plays it to Carswell. Now Sansone down to Pat Riley. Sansone looking like he was going to shoot. Carswell back to Sansone. Now Riley again. Gamecocks need to get on the attack here. Right in front. Save made by the Hokies netminder. Carolina still with possession. And a timeout called.
Well, they're going to have time to set something up.
And it basically just turned into a shouting match at the timeout from the 2 sidelines. But yeah, the Gamecocks got to get an opportunity here offensively with this man-up unit, and they need plenty of time to do it and plenty of room to do it.
You need to capitalize. I mean, you're up 3 men. It's a short field at this point for this Virginia Tech team. So if they could just make the clean passes and get the little backdoor cut, it should be 4-3.
Well, it's going to be 1:35 left in the half when they come out of this timeout. A 4-2 game. The Gamecocks trailing by 2. Most recent goal from Pat Riley to get the Gamecocks back in close range of this one.
And you know Pat's in that huddle telling his guys, hey, we gotta put one in here. We're down, we gotta put one in. Let's move the ball.
Crucial time for the Gamecocks to get on the board before the half. The Hokies still in their huddles. Looks like all the right attackmen on here for South Carolina. Stanton, Carswell, Sansone, Wiley, Riley. Hanging out in the corner there, trying to figure out who that is. It might be Healy or Rittenmeyer.
It's Coleman Smith.
That's going to be Coleman Smith. He had his sticking his hands over his number there.
Yeah.
Hard to tell from that
A little
distance.
smoke and mirrors.
That's right. So Coleman Smith will start things off from the far corner. Smith looking early. Has Stanton. He'll shoot for the far side.
I would do
missed
that.
It wide.
I would do that 20 times in a row if they have the opportunity.
Absolutely. Pat Riley will start this thing off, and you can tell this Virginia Tech team getting ready to release from those penalties, and they're looking like they're about to run a race on that sideline. It's Pat Riley fakes the pass. They're back. Score! Kevin Sansone from the far slot. We got a one-goal game right as Virginia Tech released from that man down situation.
Sansone looked right at Wiley as soon as he heard release, and Wiley looked at him and said, "Shoot it! Shoot it!" And he ripped it.
6th goal of the year for Kevin Sansone, 10 points for the attackman, stepping into his own right this season.
Even strength goal, too, at that. They had just released right when he shot it.
Will Frith back at the dot for the faceoff. See if he can get another one at the dot. Ties it up and won it forward. Here comes Will Frith. Frith with room. Shoots it. Scores! We got a tie game! Will Frith off the faceoff. Carries it right down Broadway and from the top of the slot rips it down low. It's 4-4 with 1:12 to go in the half. How about that for a turn of events right before halftime?
Will Frith just got that dog in him. Just won a clean face-off, beat everybody to the spot, got his hands free, put it right behind the keeper.
New life on the South Carolina sideline.
And if you're that face-off man right now for Virginia Tech, you're wondering, what if he does this again here?
This one tied up and one back. Toward the sideline it goes. A couple Gamecocks took a spill. Virginia Tech will get possession out of it.
They're all charged up. Everybody's charged up and ready to play.
1:04 to go in the half. 4-4 the score. In behind the net, Jared Cole. Multiple goals on the day. Almost all of them. Save made, Colm Flynn.
They're going to get a quick offense going
Taking
here.
the energy out of that Virginia Tech team with a big-time save. Charlie King has a ton of speed. He's coming down the middle. He plays it over to Stanton. 40 seconds to go. Timeout White. The Gamecocks with possession, a fired-up sideline.
After a great clear by Charlie.
He did it all himself, stepped right through the middle over the midline. Ton of speed, just outraced his defender to get over.
Did exactly what he needed to do. Good timeout. They can draw something up here. Maybe go up by one before half.
That's
Why
the
not?
opportunity at hand. Yeah, exactly.
Why not?
Why not? This should be a great close to the first half.
And this last 3 minutes of play has to change the game plan for you going into halftime. If you're, Virginia Tech, I'm sure Coach is going to be changing his tune, walking over to that corner, talking with his guys.
Well, definitely a different message. I mean, you if you're Virginia Tech, you started to get a little bit more comfortable with your lead at 4-1 here in this second quarter. And now all of a sudden the Gamecocks have charged their way back and tied it up at 4 with 40 seconds to go. And they have possession, so you're exactly right. That message went from being, let's stay calm, let's finish this game strong for Virginia Tech, that now might be a little bit different conversation when they get into the half with a tie game and the possibility of a lead change with a Carolina possession.
All right, Carolina's got 40 seconds in a dream here.
Max Rittenmeyer at the top. Kevin Sansone with possession, however. Stanton plays it over to Riley. Or rather, yeah, that's Wiley on the far side. Rittenmeyer, now Sansone. 28 seconds. Sansone looking to make a move. Couldn't do it. Now Rittenmeyer looks to settle a shot. Played over to Pat Riley. Looks for an opportunity. Save made. Loose ball. Wiley trying to field the ground ball. Riley gets it. 8 seconds. Here's Sansone. He scores!
There it is.
The Gamecocks take the lead with 4 seconds to go in the half. Talk about a momentum swing here in the City of Dreams.
Hey, Nick, why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not, Cole?
Why not?
You got to love that. That South Carolina sideline is fired up. 4 seconds to go in the half.
And you know what? They stayed patient, and they found the shot that they liked.
Exactly. It got down to close time there those last few seconds with the Gamecocks. Calm, cool, collected, and Kevin Sansone buries his second of the day. One final shot before the half. And as we head to halftime, the Gamecocks on top, 5-4 over the #1 Virginia Tech Hokies. What a change of events there. You got to love that from South Carolina. Way to fight their way back.
Yeah, and I think, you know, Coach Candela is going to come into this halftime, and he's going to really commend his guys for battling back, because it was really the last 4 minutes. As soon as we saw the 3-men down penalty, I think the guys really got picked up a little bit, figured, hey, let's put a few goals in. And you know what? It was 4-1 going into 5 minutes left in this quarter, and to turn around, go 4-0 scoring drought for Virginia Tech, there's nothing more you can ask for right now if you're Coach Candela.
A big-time positive swing for the Gamecocks. We'll head to a break for halftime, let the two teams reconvene. We'll be back with the second half after a quick break here in Columbia. back for the second half of play. The Gamecocks on top of number 1 Virginia Tech, 5-4. A big turn of events coming out, or going into the half, I should say, for the Gamecocks. Down 4-1 in the second quarter and score 4 unanswered goals, now on top of number 1 Virginia Tech. Cole, we got a good half in store.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what adjustments both these teams made coming out of the half and how different the play style might be.
Well, the opening face-off of the second half, won by Will Frith. Not a great pass to Pat Riley. It's on the ground, fielded by a defender. They'll bring it back the other way. Over midline, Virginia Tech takes over on the turnover. Here's a pole shot. They score! Starting off the half with a pole goal, Kyle Sudler strikes for the Hokies, and we're tied, not even 30 seconds gone by.
Yeah, that long pole will give you about +5 speed on your shot. I promise it will. So I can't imagine Colm saw that one coming.
A big momentum swing for the Gamecocks, or for the Hokies, I should say.
That's about a bit of a statement there coming out of half.
Oh, and it all started just with a turnover from Will Frith. Played a low pass that bounced in front of Pat Riley. And this time, the Hokies win the faceoff. And Aiden Smith will take possession for the offense.
Captain Aiden Smith.
Back up top for Ashley. Now played over. A ground ball for a minute there. Was played back up across. Here's a shot. They score. Bar down. Alex Ashley, the sophomore, puts one over the head of Flynn and into the back of the net. Virginia Tech has quickly shifted this game back in their favor, 6-5 for the Hokies.
Yeah, 3 great passes to an open look. I mean, that's a take he's gonna have every time. So that's a punch in the mouth.
Will Frith back at the dot, needs a face-off win here. Got to get possession for the Gamecocks. And he wins it forward, couldn't initially field the ground ball. He gets leveled from behind. He got right back up. It's going to be Carolina possession, a push from behind the call. Carson Healy will start things off for the Gamecocks. Now Pat Riley. Rittenmeyer plays one down low for Stanton. Matthew Clary at the top. Brings it toward the box, has Pat Riley there down the alley. On the near side, it's Riley for Stanton. Goes back to the far side for Rittenmeyer. Now Clary.
He's gonna get a go here.
And the big man gonna make a move, try to come down low. Pat Riley for now Trenton Wiley. Down the far side. Gets to the back of the net. Tried to feed Pat Riley on his way towards the net. Clary's going to stop that one up. Nice play by the attackman.
We're going to reset here.
You got to make something happen quick. Johnny Stanton.
He'll have a go.
Behind the net. Yeah, you know he's going to. Here's a turnaround chance. Still around the crease, tied up with the defender. Stanton out up top. Here's Riley behind the back. Easy save made for Eckert. Just trying to get that shot off. He was getting close to shot clock time. Had to make something happen and tries the around the world attempt.
So South Carolina's slowed the pace down coming out of half, and Virginia Tech's picked it up a bit.
Yeah, Virginia Tech caught South Carolina lacking. Pat Riley having some exchanges with people on the sidelines. Here, spectating.
Here's some subs here. Let's see how fast they start.
Kyle Dixon. Passed it over to Liam Savage. Savage is going to come down the alley, has heavy pressure from Healy. They switch. Now behind the net, Jared Cole. Out for Aiden Smith. Now back up top. They'll restart with Dixon. Dixon. Some heavy pressure from Josh Irvin.
Stick broke.
Stick broke for Healy. Loose ground ball. King couldn't field it. Still down. And they call a push and a white ball. So the Gamecocks will take it. And it looks like, I guess, they stopped play because of the broken stick.
Yeah, Candela wanted to play on, I think, so they can get this game moving. And
well, yeah, they definitely wanted to. He was trying to change the pace back for Carolina there and get a good transition, and they get stopped for the broken stick. Now they'll have to get back over midline once again. Michael DeLuca goes back to Colm Flynn. Long feed over to Teddy Russell. They'll get over midline. Now Pat Riley. Fakes the pass. Now goes up top. Has DeLuca. Now Sansone. Behind the net. Now to the near side. It's Riley. DeLuca.
And now they're set.
They got their substitutions. Carswell came on. Behind the net. Now Stanton. Up top has DeLuca over to Carswell. Carswell goes back the other way. Back to DeLuca. Tries a shot. It goes off of the helmet of a defender. And Carolina will get possession again. Don't think that's going to...
That was a hard shot.
That was a really hard shot, point blank to the helmet of that defenseman. Yeah, he was a little shook up afterwards, it looked like. Carswell. Sansone. Now Pat Riley. Riley heavily pressured. Stanton. They need to get something going here. Stanton makes his defender miss. Comes out in front looking for the crease. He was checked off. There's a fumble for it. They stopped play to discuss what's going on. Stanton took a hard fall at the end of that when he got his shot off. It looks like there was a flag thrown at the end of that play. So that's why the commotion's coming from that Virginia Tech sideline, because they didn't want the flag. They said the shot clock had expired. There was no point in throwing the flag there. But it looks like Carolina's going to go man up.
They might award. I think they're awarding the flag for after the whistle, because after the whistle, Stanton got pushed to the ground rather aggressively.
Oh, yeah, well, he was flying towards the crease when he was trying to make that move before the shot clock expired. And then when he was up in the air, it looked like he got shoved pretty hard. So Carolina goes man up out of the end of all of that commotion.
Man up, and you're down one goal. It's a good opportunity here for Carolina.
Sansone on the give and go with Riley. Smith fakes one way, goes back to Sansone. Now Pat Riley back to Sansone. Another give and go. Now Carswell to Stanton. Back to Carswell. Carswell settles it, goes to Sansone. Now Riley couldn't settle the ball. Checked hard, but he keeps possession, and there is a slash flag now.
He's going to take it. He wants
Riley
his
had
two-man
time.
down.
Now Carswell behind the net. Out in front. Stanton has time, shoots it. Save was made. He got knocked down. So the Gamecocks will go up 2 men here with 9.5 still to go in the third quarter.
Down one. Down one. You're going to be down. You're going to be up 2 men.
Why not?
You got to Why not? You got to capitalize. That's the story of this game right now.
Perfect opportunity here for the Gamecocks. Got to have an answer.
Goes back to what we were talking about earlier too. Complementary. The offense needs to put one in here to give the defense a little bit of slack.
There's Sansone to Carswell. Now back to Sansone. Down low for Riley. Riley at X. Back to Sansone on the near side. Now Carswell has time. He's going to shoot it. Save made by Eckert. Virginia Tech goaltender comes up big here. Eckert has plenty of time. Still 2 down on Virginia Tech for the moment. Looks like 1 man has been released. Long ball played to Tim Sigilski. They were just trying to waste some time there. Now up the near side, it's going to be Teddy Russell. And the defender will bring it over. Had time, gave it to Riley. Riley shoots a bounce shot. Hit Carswell on his way down, or rather Wiley on his way down. Now Coleman Smith out for Johnny Stanton. Coming on to help is Carswell once more. Virginia Tech about to release. Another shot there, missed. Hokies back to their full strength lineup here. Coming back on is Matthew Pounder. Gamecocks running out of time here. Carswell will step down the alley. He had room. He gets back the other way. You kind of wish could have seen him push pipe there. He had room to do it. Now Wiley. Trenton Wiley. Cuts back around off the pick. He scores! Tie game!
Great pick.
Trenton Wiley with an excellent shot, point blank on Eckert, and you're exactly right. That doesn't happen without an excellent pick there to get around the defender.
Coleman Smith just got his team up, one more point. Tie game here.
8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Gamecocks have tied it. Trenton Wiley, the man who answers to stop the bleeding a little bit from this Virginia Tech team. 4th goal of the year for the senior and his 12th point of the season.
Wiley Smith 2-man game for a goal. Book it.
Looked like an early start for Will Frith, so Virginia Tech will get possession off of the draw. Played initially by Ashley. He quickly fed it to Harper. Coming down is Stock. He has room. He shoots it. And it goes wide. Jared Cole, and you talk again about Colm Flynn and his communication. He's been excellent today, talking with his defense. A lot of the reason why they've shut this Virginia Tech team down so often. Charlie King giving heavy defense, trying not to take a penalty there, though. Out in front, turned over. Carson Healy will come the other way for the Gamecocks. Ton of speed. He gets over the midline. Bringing it towards Johnny Stanton. He gets him the ball. Will go for a substitution.
Here we go.
Here's Trenton Wiley. Ton of speed. Down low. Out in front. Stanton with a rip off a defensive stick and out of play. It'll be the Gamecocks ball. Trying to score on that quick transition. Maybe one too many passes.
Yeah, I think Coleman's got to pull the trigger there.
And look at here. Javon Johnson back in the game for the Gamecocks. You got to love that tenacity from the attackman.
Tough as nails.
Anthony Spano running the shot clock today, and must have made a mistake there because the ref tries to get him to reset it, and then you hear it from the sideline. Somebody yelled, Tony.
Another clock issue.
Teddy Russell coaching him from the field. Now the Gamecocks will be able to continue here. Max Rittenmeyer will take possession from the top. He makes a nice move, has room. A quick defensive shift, though. He was covered up. Matthew Clary feeds one to Johnny Stanton. Here's the pick from Clary. Stanton had a little bit of room, but a nice slide by the defense. Now Stanton trying to cut towards the net. Has a shot. It goes wide. Johnson will be the first one there. The Gamecocks with possession once again.
I think that 2-man game could really work out for the Gamecocks if they run it properly, if they can catch that slip.
Johnson plays it to Trenton Wiley. Wiley at X. Wiley makes a nice move, trying the other way now. On the far side, Clary couldn't handle the pass. It's turned over. Here come the Hokies. In transition, a ton of speed for Taylor. Played it over to Aiden Smith. Now behind the net, it's Smith. Looking for an opportunity. Heavy pressure from the defense. Looks like Grayson Barker on the far side there. Cade Leggio is defending him. Now it's Teddy Russell matched up with Smith.
Offense has settled. See what Carolina can cook up defensively here.
Nice check. Irvin just completely eliminating that opportunity. Here's a low shot, they score. Liam Savage under the legs of Colm Flynn. Virginia Tech regains the lead with 5:07 to go in the third.
Yeah, poor communication there. No slide came to the help there. And it's a free goal. Nobody's in front of you. He's going to take that every time.
The Hokies reestablish their lead here. Now Will Frith back at the dot. Need possession here for Carolina. They were operating well, but that mishandled pass by Clary led to that Virginia Tech possession. Trying to put their foot back on the pedal. Carolina going to have an answer for it. Ground ball is loose. Couldn't be fielded by Virginia Tech. Now the Hokies have it. Shuffle to get all these substitutions in. Eckert has room. Going to feed it over the midline. He's going to face a heavy check from Pat Riley. Got him up high. And it'll be Virginia Tech that'll go man up. Riley caught him up high in the face mask. Virginia Tech still with possession here. Aiden Smith behind the net. Tries a shot. Colm Flynn got a stick on it. Needs to get back in the crease. Now near side. Tyler Harper. Stock played it over. Had Ashley. He'll come down the far side. Now behind the net. Quick feed in front. Shot was bouncing on its way. And Flynn was there to turn it aside.
That was another good look for Virginia Tech. South Carolina's got to communicate, look up, check sticks. This is right down the pipe.
This is a big-time kill coming for the Gamecocks. Got to be able to get out of this man-down situation.
Keep an eye on number 48, Josh Irvin. He's playing the string here in this box-and-one defense. He's going to be moving up and down the middle of this field like a madman.
It's going to be at the top for Harper to start things out. Now room for the shot. Save made, Colm Flynn.
There's Irvin there getting out to the shot.
Zagilski plays it to Flynn. And Leggio's going to bring it over midline himself. Still there, the defender. Flag down. Holy cow, that's one way to take a penalty. It's gonna be white ball.
And he realized it because he was telling him out of bounds right next to him on his hip pocket over the line.
Yeah, he came right up to the ref.
Guy told on himself.
Dan Weber, the one headed to the box, he stepped over the line to tell the referee that Leggio had stepped out of bounds. And the flag comes out, the referee punishes him for trying to tattletale on Leggio there. 3:36 to go in the third quarter. The Gamecocks down by 1. Pat Riley released from the box. Now the Gamecocks with a man-up opportunity here. Sansone on the give and go with Riley. Over to Stanton on the far side. Now Carswell. Back to Stanton up top. Coleman Smith. Back to Stanton. Plays it down low for Trenton Wiley. Now Sansone. Out in front, they score! He does it again. Pat Riley, far side of the net. And we're all knotted up once again.
Great action there. They had Riley come into the middle of the field while there was a bunch of motion going on. It was all clustered up, and he just got lost. That was perfect.
That's great movement from South Carolina. A great way to get back in this game. We're all tied up once more, 7-7. We get Frith at the dot once again. Matched up with Daniel Gaffney, face-off specialist for the Hokies. Been a pretty good battle between the two face-off specialists here today. Still all knotted up. Now Frith will bring it forward. He has room, ton of speed. Here's the shot, they score! Will Frith does it again, right down Broadway. Shoots low, beats the goaltender, and the Gamecocks have the lead once again.
Dangerous man coming off the dot.
Too much room for Will Frith.
That's his second goal doing that this game. I think Virginia Tech might have to put a long pole back here at some point because that's 2 goals. They're back down 1 here. What a goal from Will Frith.
You got to love that momentum swing from the Gamecocks. Once again, it's one forward by Frith. This time he goes low for Riley on the transition. He shoots low, save made by Eckert. Fumbled it for a moment there. And Riley takes the credit there, just letting his teammates know it wasn't a great shot. He didn't like his selection, but he wanted to get rid of it. It almost worked out. That low spot on the far side is where they've been beating the goaltender Eckert today. So, you know, I don't hate that shot from Pat Riley.
Yeah, that bottom right corner's been getting pounded.
Now to the far side, in behind the net, Virginia Tech. Aiden Smith. Up at the top, once again, it's Will Stock. Stock brings it down the alley, goes down low. Jared Cole there. He's been dangerous from X all day long. 2:06 to go in the third quarter. Tim Sigilski defending. Cole lost an edge. That blown tire lost him possession. Tim Sigilski will bring it over the midline. Still has possession. Played across, Johnny Stanton.
One thing I think that's important to mention here, they're starting to highlight Jared Cole when he gets the ball. As soon as he gets the ball and moves to his spot, they are making sure they're getting early slides.
Pat Riley passes it across to Trenton Wiley. Now Kevin Sansone. Michael DeLuca back to Wiley. Riley down low. Has it to Coleman Smith. Smith can't find a pass. Looks like the goaltender was in the crease with the goaltender there. Now Pat Riley. Up top for DeLuca. Now Stanton. Nice pick. Johnny Stanton. tried to find a shot. He was getting heavily harassed by the defender. You gotta love that there from Stanton. He got hit, looked like near the feet.
Got about a minute to go here.
Minute to go and under 20 on the shot clock. Played across. Here's a turnaround look from Smith. He scores! The Gamecocks lighten it up offensively.
If you do work, you'll get rewarded, and I think Coleman Smith just got rewarded. He's been setting great picks all day. He's been getting good motion in on offense, and you know what? He caught one on the doorstep. Great shot, great finish from Coleman.
9-7 the score with 42 seconds to go in the third. The Gamecocks face some adversity starting off this third quarter, like a 2-3 goal unanswered run from Virginia Tech there, Cole. And now we're seeing the Gamecocks feed it right back to the Hokies towards the end of this third quarter. Ground ball off the face-off, won by Frith. He'll bring it forward. He has speed. Feeds it across Stanton. Wide open, shot off the crossbar. Trying to get another one.
High in the sky, the ball went right after that shot.
DeLuca with 22 seconds. He'll take possession. They'll go for some substitutions here.
Yep, they're going to settle in.
Not a lot of time for DeLuca. Nice move, though. He has room. Here's the bounce shot. Eckert makes an easy stop there. 10 seconds now. Coming over midline, turned over. Teddy Russell has it. Not a lot of time. Got to have a shot. That pass turned over right at the buzzer. At the end of the third quarter, it's the Gamecocks on top. 9-7 with 15 minutes to go. We got a great finish coming your way.
Boys have to be buzzing. They're up to number one team in the country.
Well, this is the time to turn it around. I mean, you have to win out basically to go 500 here for the Gamecocks and get a bid for the SELC tournament and then try to get your way to another national championship tournament appearance. But it's got to happen starting today. And right now the Gamecocks are well on their way to trying to fight back to win this season.
This next 15 is going to have some fireworks. Expect a lot of shots early from Virginia Tech. And I expect a lot of patience from South Carolina. They're going to get their open looks. They're going to look for the open man. Probably going to settle. Probably going to continue that same trend of winding that clock down a little bit.
Got to be smart early and often for South Carolina here. The Gamecocks plenty of time to try to maintain this lead. 15 minutes is all we have left.
Got to take care of the ball here, too. I'm sure Coach is preaching that in the huddle.
It's going to be one heck of a finish. There's no doubt about that. This is the exact kind of fireworks you want on a Sunday afternoon in Columbia, am I right? I mean, this is ideal for a Sunday.
I mean, you couldn't ask for a better game at this point. I mean, March Madness is in the air too. You know, why can't it stretch out to some lacrosse?
That's exactly right. I don't know about you, but my bracket is extremely busted.
You know, I have Alabama, and they're still in. They're still winning. So I haven't taken a look at it though.
I'm sure the Virginia Tech fans at home watching us here today will appreciate that I chose Virginia to get to the Final Four and they lost in their opening round game. There's some Virginia Tech fans that were, I'm sure, more than happy to see their in-state rivals go down.
Well, I'm from New Jersey, Nick, and we have, I believe, 2 teams still in the March Madness competition. Princeton and Fairleigh Dickinson both won their games, so.
Well, here we go. Start of the 4th quarter. Will Frith at the dot, tied up. Looks like he's just trying to field that ground ball. He couldn't do so. He was checked heavily by Daniel Gaffney. And because of it, the Hokies will come away with possession to start the 4th quarter. On the far side, headed towards the low area behind the net. Now brought back out up top. Liam Savage to the far side. A shot, they score. Plenty of time down low for Kyle Dixon. He gets the bounce shot up under the goaltender, Colm Flynn. We're back within 1 at the start of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, he made a great dodge. Got to his spot, got his hands free.
29 seconds gone by in the final quarter. And here comes Kevin Wynn, team president. Face-off specialist in to take this face-off. And you gotta love it, the crowd is eating it up. Kevin Wynn wins it forward, ground ball. He gets hit from behind. And it is a push, so Kevin Wynn gets the face-off. The Gamecocks with possession here. Gotta try to extend that lead again.
Kevin just provided a spark for that Carolina bench.
Absolutely, he did. Johnny Stanton to Coleman Smith. Goes to the far side, Pat Riley. Now Sansone. Up top for Tilden. Now back to the far side for Pat Riley. He's cutting towards the net. Coming in front, turnaround chance. Out for Riley, scores! Pat Riley, nice work by Kevin Sansone there, just kind of just dodging around, trying to waste time, and at the perfect moment, catches Riley wide open, top of the slot. He rips it past Eckert, and once again, Carolina ahead by 2.
Riley's been setting that up all day. He's been going to that low corner, and that time he decided to start back low, shoot high, completely had the goalie guessing because that was a rocket.
No doubt about it. Pat Riley extends the lead once more. Frith won another face-off. Now DeLuca trying to bring it over. He has Frith, couldn't settle the pass. Pat Riley now. Gamecocks settle things down offensively. We got an injured player. We'll take a quick pause while they tend to that. Injured player is back up and headed to the sideline. Still a little shaken up. You hate to see stuff like that happen. That's all part of the competition, unfortunately. Those are the risks that are there. It looks like he's off to the bench in his own power. Daniel Gaffney, I believe, is the one who went down. We resume play with the Gamecocks under possession. Trenton Wiley over to Luke Tilden. Tilden, speedy attackman. Steps down, had a little bit of room, tried to play it to Stanton. Instead, it's Wiley. Now Wiley to Stanton at the top.
Looks like they're going to give Stanton a go here.
Stanton's going to take him wide, get him isolated. He looks excited about it. As he heads toward the net. Didn't like what he saw. Cuts back the other way. Up top has Tilden. Now Riley. Cradled up high. Now he comes in for the shot. Shoots for the far side. Gamecocks regain possession. Tilden back down low. Aaron pass. Sansone collects it. Up top for Stanton. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Johnny Stanton once again. Isolated attackman. Trying to make a good move. Didn't like it. Now down low. Coleman Smith out for Tilden. Looking. And that Virginia Tech bench is quiet.
Yep.
You notice that. There's Riley with a rip. He's going to say, you notice this Virginia Tech team, for the most part, all throughout this game, when it's getting close to shot clock, they've been pretty loud trying to disrupt that South Carolina offense.
Yep.
Right now, there's 3 or 4 of them making noise.
I think Virginia Tech's defense has figured out that if Stanton has the ball, he's going to be the facilitator. So they're getting early help, early slides on him.
Again, the energy for this Virginia Tech bench right now is just not where it needs to be. King throws a check, a loose ground ball, fielded by the Gamecocks, and the check after. So we had a whistle. Not sure what for. 11:50 still to go in this fourth quarter. It's Virginia Tech possession. And it's going to be Harper to start things off. He quickly gives it over to Ashley. Now Stock has some speed. Cuts down toward the alley. Goes far side for Harper. Now in front. The shot save made by Colm Flynn. Not a ton behind that shot.
Yeah, that was a low-quality take there by Virginia Tech.
Now Cade Leggio pushes it forward. A really good transition from the Gamecocks. Carson Healy cuts back the other way. Feeds it quickly. Here's a cross. A nice toe. What a drag. And he scores.
Toe drag finish.
Pat Riley with an absolute beauty. Gets the toe drag underneath the defender. Cuts to the net. Buries it down low. The Gamecocks strike again.
Talk
Pat
about
Riley
a highlight.
Strikes again with a highlight reel goal. You're exactly right, Cole. Unbelievable stuff from Pat Riley here today. What a showing. That's his 4th goal.
I bet you he's laughing to himself right now. He's excited for what he just did. I know his teammates are excited on the sideline. Let's see what type of energy this brings.
That's the kind of move, if you're on the sideline, that you want. When we get a stoppage here.
They called timeout, I think, before this face-off. They want to talk it over with their. They had the long stick midfielder out there to take the face. I think they're going to talk it over.
Definitely need to recollect the thoughts, try to settle it down if you're Virginia Tech here. 11-12 to go. The Gamecocks once again.
What we've seen, in this 3rd and 4th quarter is we've seen a lot of defensive adjustments. When Jared Cole gets the ball, they're really making sure that they key in on him. Same thing when Riley and Stan get the ball for Carolina. They're making sure that they lock in on those guys. So, getting down 3 here. Virginia Tech's probably gonna start pressing the ball a little bit more, and I think Carolina's got to make sure that they're not sloppy, because at this point in the game, you got to make sure you maintain your distance.
Yeah, and it's like I said, calm, cool, collected, early and often. Got to be smart here in these last 11 minutes.
Yeah.
So an 11-8 game. For the Gamecocks, up 3 with 11-12 to go. Frith back at the dot. for the face-off.
And there's that long pull out there.
Trying to disrupt his rhythm. He wins it forward. And it's funny, I heard a story just about these face-offs when they send in a long stick midi to take it. I don't remember who it was that I was talking to. They basically said along the lines of every time they send in a long stick midi to take the face-off, he had no intentions of winning it. It was more so just he was going to slash.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's just to bear down on that face-off guy. That way he doesn't win it as clean as he normally would.
Yeah, they had I believe it might have been Alex Petrus that I was talking to that said that he had a long stick midi that would every now and then come in to take a face-off, and he had the pure intention of slashing the crap out of whoever was at the dot across from him. But either way, Virginia Tech operating on the near side down the alley. Nice defense from K. Leggio. What a check! Charlie King, yard sale. And he'll bring it over midline.
No regard for
He has a family.
Stick. Right, exactly. I mean,
that man has a family.
Seen a broken stick, yard sales.
Here's Pat Riley once again, working on the far side. Plays it down low quickly to Coleman Smith. Now Johnny Stanton on the near side. Trenton Wiley up top, Rittenmeyer. Kevin Sansone, the give and go with Rittenmeyer. Once again, Sansone. Now Trenton Wiley up top. Looking like he's going to step down low. He is. Has a little bit of room. Gets pushed aside. Still 9:40 to go. 11-8 the score. Trenton Wiley, now Coleman Smith. Up top for Rittenmeyer. Rittenmeyer has a little bit of room. Steps down low, pivots back the other way. Cuts under the defenseman, now behind the net. Looking for an opportunity here. Goes out for Wiley. Wiley has room with the screen. Shot, score! Trenton Wiley. What a shot, what a play.
With 2 men in front of him, he pretty much shot a smoke screen, so the goalie doesn't see his stick there. He just shoots it, and the goalie's got to pick the ball up pretty much off of the ground whenever he can, and he just couldn't find it. What a shot.
That's such a great intention shot from Trenton Wiley. I mean, absolutely unreal from Wiley. He had 2 men in front of him, like you said, and he used them as a screen, shot it right between the 2 men, and buries it down low. The goaltender, I don't even think he saw it until it was already in the back of the net, and he tried to fall to get on top of it. Won by Frith. Once again, the long stick midi taking that draw. And it was a shot up high. Frith took a stick to the face, it looked like almost, but whoever it was that hit him is now on the ground. I believe that's Harper. Or rather,
it's Ryan Gaffney, I think.
We'll take another pause here for the injured player, although looks like he's going to get up to his own power.
Oh, no, you are right. I think you're right.
It was Matthew Pounder who hit the ground there. He gets up in his own power, heads off to the sidelines.
Everybody's got these orange leg sleeves for Virginia Tech.
A lot of similarities. Just got to make sure we see the right jersey number.
Yeah.
Either way, it'll be the Gamecocks with possession here.
Up 4.
Up 4 with 9:13 to play. And this is the offensive showing that Coach Peter Candela and the South Carolina Gamecocks lacrosse team has wanted offensively. They needed this. And what a time to have it against the #1 Virginia Tech Hokies. From behind the net, Carswell operating.
Roll back.
Looking across the way. Has
Scott
a man
Riley
wide open. It's DeLuca. Stanton gets slashed down. They're going to give the ball.
Interesting. He had Pat Riley there
Virginia
sitting in shooter's pocket. He didn't give it up.
So the Hokies will bring it in transition. Right here in front of us, it's DeLuca matched up against Gaffney. 8.5 to play. 12-8 the score. On the far side, it's going to be Aiden Smith now at X. Coming around the back of the net, looking for an opportunity. Turnaround shot. Goes wide of the short side of the net.
Went for the question mark. It's when you go up, wrap around the goal like that, and then you turn back, shoot with the offhand. It's a good look.
Stock matched up. Irvin on the far side. He gets checked hard, but he lost possession. Now Healy will take it. Not the smartest decision from Stock.
Went with the bull dodge and from far out. And Irvin got him.
And he forced that loose ball, and now the Gamecocks have possession, and there's a flag down behind that, too, so the Gamecocks will go man up out of this. Virginia Tech making some unforced errors here, and it's coming back to bite them as the Gamecocks, still up by 4, will now go man up.
Yeah, that's a tough flag late in the game. You know, man up at this stage in the game is it's gonna cost you some of this time. It might cost you a goal. At this point, Virginia Tech's got to play smarter if they want to keep this game close.
7:40 to go in the 4th quarter. Stock, the man in the box. As we get play reset here, it'll be Carswell to start off the man up for the Gamecocks. Yeah, exactly. A free clear, too. And that, great because of that missed pass right here before it started. That's going to be Carswell. Fakes the load up. Gives it to Javon Johnson. Back up to Carswell after a couple passes between he and Riley. It was taken out of the stick of Carswell for a moment. That time slashed out of play. Virginia Tech's going to get possession. Carswell had it for too long, the possession there.
That's a good stand. Good stand by Tech. See if they can capitalize.
Needed some more ball movement from the Gamecocks. Dixon bringing across. He's defended heavily by Charlie King. We saw the speed out of him earlier. Long stick midi.
Good
nice check. Teddy Russell.
Teddy Russell's had a great game so far.
He's an assassin in the defensive end. He goes behind the back for the pass for Stanton there. And it was turned over. Virginia Tech will get a chance to transition. They are released from the penalty.
Yeah, somebody's got to pop open for Teddy there. He makes a good play, but you know he's got nobody giving him help.
Stanton came late. Now 6.5 to play. And it's going to be Dixon who plays it up top for Liam Savage, who scored earlier on in the game for the Hokies. He's having to hold possession here. He's covered heavily.
They are
marking.
They are marking. What's that number? 26. They're marking him as wherever he goes. Who is that?
In front, shot, save made, rebounds loose, they score. Flynn made the initial save. He couldn't keep it in the pocket. And the loose ball recovered by the Hokies and put in the back of the net. Back to 3 goals with 6:10 to play.
Yeah, interesting decision by Coach Candelli. He had Tyler Crooks man-marked by Trenton Wiley that whole possession. So wherever he went on the field, Wiley was on his hip, and he went a pretty good distance from play. So that just takes away another defender. So hopefully they get that changed next possession.
Here's the face-off back. The long stick midi once again taking it against Frith. He wins it clean. Coming down the middle, has room. A slashing penalty coming. Stanton with possession. Gamecocks will have another chance to capitalize on a man-up opportunity.
Yep, and they're going to get settled here. They're going to get a good go.
It's going to be DeLuca up top. Rittenmeyer comes out to join him. Sansone as well. Sansone had a few goals as well earlier on. Now Rittenmeyer down the alley. Goes a little bit more towards the near side. Now Rittenmeyer once again. And a whistle.
Stepped out.
Well, it's still going to be a man-up opportunity for the Gamecocks.
I think he unintentionally stepped out because I think they wanted to run as much time off the shot clock before they got a good look in, waste as much time for this kill. Now they got this kill on, so Tech's got to stand tall one more time.
5:26 to go. The Gamecocks on top by 3, 12-9 the score. It'll be Johnny Stanton to start things off with a man up. Plays it quickly to Coleman Smith. Now out to Javon Johnson. Johnson plays it over to the far side for Sansone. Now down low for Riley. Back to Sansone. Javon Johnson. Johnson up top. Back to Smith, now Johnson once more. Sansone looking, goes back to Johnson. He got pressured heavily. Coleman Smith has it. 5 minutes to go. Inside the final 5 in the fourth quarter, the Gamecocks up by 3. Javon Johnson, the man-up opportunity. Here's Riley. Couldn't settle it for a shot. Looked like he was trying to get one of those turn and shoot, but he couldn't settle the pass properly. Now it's Coleman Smith once again from X. Johnny Stanton on the near side.
See them taking their time here. They've switched that pace up.
Javon Johnson played it over quickly. Now Wiley scores! The man up pays off. Trenton Wiley puts it in the back of the net.
Flag.
A flag late. With the Gamecocks up 4 once again.
Yeah, just move the ball around real well. You move the ball around like that for as long as they did. Eventually, something's going to free up and get open, and that's exactly what happened.
Exactly right, and they had him right there in the pocket where he wanted to shoot from. It was perfect for Wiley. And it looks like Virginia Tech's going to go man up. So that late penalty was called.
I couldn't see the call. I'm sure it was excessive celebration, though.
Yeah, there were definitely some words given from the Gamecocks following that goal. They still have 6 on the field, so I guess the penalty is not going to send anybody to the box. On the near side, operating with possession was Ashley. In front, they score.
Dunk.
Quick response from Virginia Tech. And they're going to try to battle their way back as quickly as possible. 4:11 to go.
Yeah, just Dan Weber with a dunk right on the crease. That was a quick response by them. You're right. I think that penalty that was waved off was a warning issued to South Carolina.
So here we go, another face-off coming. It'll be Frith. And once again, the long stick midi, Walker Everhart at the dot. Frith won that one, but it was a loose ball behind him that he couldn't settle. Ground ball still can't be handled.
Ryan Gaffney's gotten every ground ball I've ever seen.
Here's an opportunity for the Hokies. One of the reasons why they're on top is Gaffney fielding ground balls like he does. A misplayed pass, however, this time, and the Gamecocks get possession back. 3:54 to go. It's the Gamecocks from their own end. Have to get over midline quick. Leggio feeds it for Stanton. Has to jump to make that one.
Timeout, I believe.
Looks like it, yeah. Timeout for the Gamecocks. 3:44. 3:44 to go in the fourth quarter. The Gamecocks still comfortably on top. They're up by 3. A quick Virginia Tech response from the Trenton Wiley goal. And now it's going to have to be South Carolina here for these last 3 minutes, 44 seconds, playing lockdown defense. But the good thing here to result is that they're going to start with offensive possession. They can run that shot clock for as long as they could possibly do it and just try to keep this one at hand, not let Virginia Tech find any room to get back in this game.
Virginia Tech's going to have to be careful here. They can't run out and cause more penalties at this stage in the game, but they need to get a turnover here. So they got to be tight in those lanes, and they have to apply smart pressure to the ball handler for South Carolina. As for South Carolina, you got to make sure you possess, and you cannot turn the ball over at this stage in the game. You know they're going to be out in transition and running, so it's just go ahead.
You're definitely going to feel the heavy pressure from this Virginia Tech team when you start this offensive possession. They're not going to be patient. They're going to be all over this South Carolina offense. And it's a matter of moving the ball well enough. And even if you find another good shot here, go back up by 4. Why not?
Absolutely. Let's see whose discipline shows off here, because it's going to be a rowdy 3:45.
going to be Stanton to start it off once again.
Defensive mids are in for Virginia Tech.
And the goaltender is out. They got the extra man defensively. Stanton going to waste time. Lost it. Here's the goaltender. Eckert steps forward. He has room. He lost it. Back the other way. Teddy Russell for DeLuca. As Trenton Wiley. Wiley gets checked. But he brings it over midline. Still no goalie.
No goalie.
They can shoot for the empty net. Here's DeLuca for Stanton.
Will Gianelli
3:10.
of Virginia Tech is the one closest to the net right now for Virginia Tech.
It's Trenton Wiley, Michael DeLuca now. DeLuca steps down, has room. They're still just trying to waste time. DeLuca on the near side, behind the net. Got to be careful. Here's Trenton Wiley. Wiley getting pressured heavily. He gets checked hard. Right on the sideline. And there's a Virginia Tech player lashing out over there. There's a flag coming. In response, you can't do that.
He just slammed.
Got to
his
stay
stick.
composed.
So if I'm Coach Candela here, there's no goalie in net. You're man up. If there is no goalie coming out of this timeout, you want to have as much spacing as possible. You don't want that many bodies by the net because it's empty. So you're going to want to get a clean look and nobody peeling off their man to make a save. So hopefully they come out in an open set. They can make a few good passes, and then nobody near that net. You got to take the shot. But just keep killing time.
2:41 remains in the fourth quarter, and it looked like the response from the Virginia Tech player was because when they shoved Wiley out, the referee was going to give possession back to the Gamecocks because of the push, I believe.
Right.
And again, the Virginia Tech player just lashed out. Sam Jones will be the one in the box to start off play when we come back from this timeout.
It's not all about scoring here. It's about control. I think they're going to want to really control the ball for the next 2 minutes, 40 seconds, this penalty. So this game's turned into a bit of a chess match here at the end.
And we'll see who has the better pieces necessary to pull it off. 2:41, all that's left for the Gamecocks. Currently lead the #1 Virginia Tech Hokies here in Columbia, South Carolina. Cole Jarvis and Nick Harvey bringing you all the action here with SGTV. Appreciate you all tuning in. This has been a fun one, no doubt.
Yeah, no goalie going back there for Virginia Tech, so let's see what Coach Candela sets up here for his team.
Yeah, Eckert's going to sit right over the midline again like we saw before for the extra defender, which is they definitely need now because of the penalty. We're all even here.
Here it is. Nobody's by that net now.
You can hear the coaches directing Carson Healy in behind the net, telling him just stay back there. Stay back behind the net.
Roll back.
2:20, it looks like
Here
just
it
about
is,
to
right
go.
here.
And Sansone.
That was it. They
Too
did it.
easy. Wide open at the doorstep. Buries the empty net goal with 2:15. The Gamecocks.
And what did they do? They did exactly what we were just talking about. They had the man running back there. Nobody by the net. It's an easy goal. 2 minutes, 15. This has to feel great if you're Coach Candela.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've had your struggles to start off this season, right? And you haven't been able to score where you want to score. There's been some bad turnovers throughout this season for the Gamecocks. Today, it just felt like a very complete game from start to finish. We still have 2:15 to go, and Virginia Tech's definitely going to battle back as hard as they can in that time. Frith gets checked hard. This Virginia Tech team, you can see the frustrations and the way that they're exhibiting this physical play here. DeLuca still with possession. They're able to clear. Wiley will bring it forward.
Yeah, there's a flag over there.
Well, it was DeLuca got checked real late.
Yeah, that was, I think Trevor, nope. It was Sam Jones that bodied DeLuca out of bounds.
Well, it was Jones who just recently took the penalty, which I'm assuming is unsportsmanlike conduct, is what they put him in the box for.
Yeah. Are we going back?
No, what a dodge by Stanton. Looked like a big hit coming.
Yeah.
Looked like a really big hit coming, and he just bounced off of his man and got past the other.
I think the ref blew the whistle out of malicious intention by number 18, Zach Taylor. So they'll reset.
Now there's talk of starting the buses. The Carolina fans in attendance here, letting this Virginia Tech team know how they feel about them. 1 minute, 31 seconds. The Gamecocks looking to knock off #1 Virginia Tech.
And the last time we were here, we were watching this game, a lot of penalties, a lot of chippiness at the end of the game. I'd like to see South Carolina kind of refrain from that.
Yeah, stay composed.
Show a little bit of growth, you know what I mean?
Stay composed for sure. One heck of a game played by the Gamecocks here today. It's a 30-second penalty. And they've got a full shot clock. That's the other thing that they just said. And it's going to start out with Carolina holding on to it. Pat Riley starts things out, gives it to Javon Johnson. He'll go up top for DeLuca. 1:15. Johnny Stanton pressured heavily by the defense. Javon Johnson. I think that's one thing worth mentioning, too, is there have been a couple Carolina turnovers on the offensive side of things today, but we haven't talked specifically about a defender making an excellent play. We've talked a lot about Teddy Russell and Charlie King and Tim Sigilski making some beautiful plays. Cade Leggio as well, the freshman stepping into his element today. He's had a great game. And this defensive side for Carolina, we've just been able to talk about how many good plays that they've made while in their end defending.
Yeah, all around, it's been just a good complementary game. We said it before, and the offense has really passed and caught well. The defense has showed up once again.
And an injured player once again for Virginia Tech, so we'll take a quick break while they tend to him. (14-10) the score. Just about 30 seconds to play. The Gamecocks well on their way here. It looks like after that last injury, it looks like Virginia Tech has said that we're done here. Don't want to risk any more injuries in the last 30 seconds. They know they're not getting back into this one, so they're going to go ahead and hit the handshake line. The Gamecocks have knocked off #1 Virginia Tech, 9-1 on the season. They just beat Clemson 20-11 last night. They come into Columbia. It looks like we're going to get a timeout, rather. It looked like initially the handshake line was getting set up, and now I guess the referees are saying, oh, we're finishing this. That was really weird little series right there.
It did. The ref looked over here at the timekeeper and gave him the old reset the clock. We're still going, so I'm sure this will just be a holdout once play starts.
While we have the time here, it's worth noting, and this South Carolina team did everything that they could to do everything right today. I mean, Colm Flynn made some exceptional saves. The defense in front of him defended well. They kept the ball from the back of the net multiple times today. They had some great defensive stands. They deserved this win, there's no doubt. And the offense came alive. I mean, it's 14-10 for the Gamecocks right now. One of the higher totals on the season as far as goals scored for South Carolina.
Yeah, they really played well in every facet of the game, and it takes one thing to get going early, and it's another thing to finish it out, and they closed out wonderfully in this fourth quarter.
Just wasting time behind the net. Carson Healy. And then, again, talked to a lot of guys who have said, we got to turn this thing around to go 500, and it has to start today. And they've done it. They have executed this perfectly.
This is certainly a statement win for them, and I think this is going to give them a lot of confidence coming into the next few games here. It's going to definitely give them a boost.
Final few seconds, tick off the clock. The South Carolina Gamecocks have upset #1 Virginia Tech at home. Go to 2-7 on the season. And as they get ready to start conference play, this is the statement win that they needed to make. And they got it done.
Why not?
Unbelievable showing from the Gamecocks. 14-10, the final score. South Carolina on top of the Hokies. We get ready now for the handshake line. And again, just unbelievable play all around from this South Carolina team. You got to love it. We'll get set for the handshake line. Take a short break, and when we come back, we'll bring you the post-game show. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
We're gonna bring the camera back. Cables. Slide over towards the table. Just the y'all's right. Does it look like it's super grainy?
Final score, once again, 14-10 as we start this post-game show. Cole, an unbelievable showing from the South Carolina Gamecocks, who knock off #1 Virginia Tech at home, start off a long homestand, and it's going to be a fun one, no doubt. You start things off like that with a win over #1, and you know you've got a lot of momentum coming into the next couple weeks at home.
Yeah, not only is that a good win, but that's a really good piece of film. I know they're going to be looking at film over the next few weeks of their opponents. It's going to be good for Coach to give some positive feedback, some good reinforcement to these players after a tough loss, a couple losses in California. It's also important to note that this was the #1 team, right? So if this was the #1, it's only going to be, it's only going to get harder because you've just taken off the top dog, and now that spot's going to open up. I'm excited to see how these boys respond next week.
Oh, once again, I mean, it's a Virginia Tech team that came into today. They came in confident. They had a 4-1 lead at one point early on in this one, and the Gamecocks battled back constantly. I mean, there were multiple consistent times that we saw the Gamecocks battle back from a deficit and end up taking the lead and swinging this game back in their favor. They more than deserve to get this win today, and it's like Peter Candela said to us a couple weeks ago. Again, when this team is playing at its best potential, they can hang and beat anybody in the MCLA, and they showed that today, knocking off #1 Virginia Tech.
Absolutely.
Once again, final score for the final time, 14-10. Cole Jarvis, Nick Harvey to bring you all the action. We had a ton of fun, and we hope you did too. For all of us here for SGTV, for the South Carolina lacrosse team, we thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.